So today is our 23rd wedding anniversary, and I have a date with this hot guy in our orchard. We are coming out today to prune all of our fruit trees. They haven't really started budding a whole lot yet. It is April 8th in central Indiana, and we have a whole bunch of them down there to prune. We have 2 buckets set aside, ones that we want to try and root again, and ones that we want to give to the rabbits. And then we also have a pile started of sticks that we just need to put in the chip pile. We've watched some videos on how to prune fruit trees. Basically, you want to get anything off that's diseased, that is dying, anything that is crossing, anything that is clustered, and yeah, so, and anything that is diagonally like that, yeah, that's crossing. So we're going to go along here and we're going to start pruning all of our apple trees, and hopefully I can get over to my grapes, my Concord grapes, and get those pruned. So yeah, just wanted to kind of show you what we're up to today as we celebrate 23 years of being happily in love. Scott, come here! He likes to be out here with us. So I figured we'd clip him out so he can enjoy our time together. What? You can't go very far. You got plenty of space to run around. You do? You got plenty of space to run around? About half of them done. This one we got some good fruit from last year, but because of the wind, we've had to kind of post it up. We still have to do that one over there. This one I think we got done. These are all mulberry transplants and elderberries. I'm just working on this one right here. And this one are the ones that we planted ourselves like 3-4 years ago. This already has some little buds coming out. But it's leaning too, that wind just... This was the one, honey, I couldn't get up the other day for the storm. It was too... I couldn't pull it and push that in.
Yeah,
it's really... I think it's just going to have to just stay like that. It'll be that... Hopefully, it'll be okay. Can't even move it much now. And then we've got to do that one. And we got to do this big one, which is starting to bud out a little bit. Hopefully we can get this tree cut up. And this one back here is another one of, I believe, this one is a cherry tree. And then we have 3 trees back here wherever you see the hay, and those are mulberries that we transplanted back in the fall, which those don't need pruned yet. This one's already budding up a little bit. And then back here is the original orchard where we got quite a bit of damage over the tornado storms that came through. This is our big maple. We want to tap her, and we want to tap that one as well one year. We just haven't been able to get the tapping stuff, and I believe that is a maple too, but this guy's really big. So we really hope to tap her, but these 4 trees you've seen before are the ones that we inherited when we moved in here. This tree really needs to get pruned back so much. It really needs to come down. So I don't know how much of this we'll get to do today. This year it'd be nice to just come and take a bunch of these off. That branch fell, and these big branches fell. And then we had another branch fall during the storms. This one we had 2 branches fall off too, so we might just try and get a chainsaw out here and get that lopped down. It'd be nice to see if we can get it all done and let these prune these suckers to a new tree, kind of get them down to just one, get this guy pretty much cut down, which is what my husband did last year with this one. We pruned it all the way down, and now we have all these new suckers coming up, and what we're hoping to do is to prune those suckers to kind of almost let it graft itself into a whole nother tree. So we've got to come over here and prune this one as well. But that's what we're kind of doing, and this is our big stick pile to chip. We've got big stick pile. We don't burn. Don't really feel like we have a good spot to burn, but yeah, and then we need to get that mulberry tree right there completely cut off and just let this mother mulberry tree grow. But that might be for another day. So we're gonna continue on our little romantic date here in our orchard and just take care of what God has given us and embrace this beautiful life that we have right here on our little farm. This is something I'd love to do, is to dig up all of these daffodils, stick them in my flower beds, and yeah, they have to give me a little anniversary bouquet before our time is done out here. I have two apple trees I put over here last year, and one here we're going to check and see if it needs pruned, and then one day when this goes away I'll probably plug another tree in. I don't know, maybe I'll do another two over here and have a little cluster, but we're going to get busy working on this and then maybe we'll tackle our grapes. We're in our herb garden area over here and we're going to go back here and check out these grapes. I've never pruned these grapes, so don't do as I do. So I think I'm going to go along here. I watched a couple videos on how to just keep the main stem growing. I think I'm going to cut back a lot of this. None of this is budding yet. They are still pretty dormant. My dream would be somehow to build an arbor connecting to this garden, like some cattle panels that can go over, so that as these get bigger they can grow over the cattle panels, and then we can kind of have a tunnel walking from the greenhouse to the garden. So I'm going to get going on pruning these. This is a before, and seeing how I can get them kind of in better shape than they are now. These are Concords. I've harvested them the last 3 years. Last year, because I didn't prune them, the harvest was not very good at all. And then all of these are black cap raspberries that we need to really get in and prune, but that's not going to be today. And you see all the mess in the back here from the storm. That's not today either. Gotta take small steps so that you don't get easily overwhelmed. Okay, so let's get cutting these grapes. This grape's done. Always scares me to prune this much, but they say to have a main stem and then like 1 or 2 lateral main stems. So we cut all that off and hoping that it'll grow good, that it'll grow much better. Same with this one. We have 1 lateral stem there, 1 lateral stem here. All this was cut off